Precious metals come in a mixture of distinct shapes and sizes. But of course, gold and silver are the most common. Yet there are lots of precious metals that are even more worthwhile and highly sought after. So before you go purchasing all the gold and silver on the planet, you need to go through this video where I will talk about the 5 most precious metals other than gold and diamond, and you can see if you can grab yourself a bargain. So without any further delay, let's start the video. Here we begin. Number 5. Platinum. In number 5, we will be talking platinum, the namesake of the platinum group metals. The worst performing on the market has taken an enormous hit from the Volkswagen emissions scandal. If we talk about its uses, platinum's preliminary use has been in catalytic converters for diesel automobiles, and 45% of the platinum, which was sold in 2014, went to the automotive industry. As customers and manufacturers shifted away from diesel in the wake of Dieselgate, platinum lost out to palladium, which conducts better in petrol automobiles. First, let's talk about its chemical properties. Platinum is a ductile, highly unreactive, dense, malleable, precious, silver-white transition metal. The name comes from the Spanish platinum term, which implies little silver. Platinum is a constituent of the element's platinum group and group 10 of the element's periodic table. It has 6 isotopes that arise naturally. It is one of Earth's rarer components, with an average quantity of about 5 micrograms per kilograms. Now let's talk about its uses. You already know that platinum is widely used in jewelry, but it has other uses too. Like platinum is used in laboratories for the production of electrodes, optical fibers, wires, and pacemakers also make use of platinum for better efficiency. The most common use of platinum is the catalytic converter in cars, which converts carbon monoxide and other residual pollutants into carbon dioxide and water vapor. You will find that platinum is traditionally exchanged at a much higher price than gold and blended with platinum's rarity compared with gold. Platinum, as an adjective, has come to be related to a higher level of prestige than gold. That reputation has begun despite platinum's crisis and gold now trading above it. Talking about platinum's producers, it is seen that platinum residues are largely concentrated in South Africa, with the nation supplying around 3/4 of the world's market. Anglo-American Platinum, Impala Platinum, and Lonmin make up the top global platinum producers. South Africa is the most substantial contributor to newly mined platinum and went into lockdown in 2020. As an outcome, decreases in short-term supply saw the costs of platinum increase. Number 4. Iridium. Now, in the number 4 position, we have the iridium. Iridium is one of the rarest metals you will ever find in the Earth's crust, with an annual production of just 3 tons. Iridium is almost as dense as the densest metal, osmium. It is a greatly corrosion-resistant metal element, resistant to air, water, salts, and acids. Because of its hardness, iridium is hard to simulate into usable portions. Still, the same traits that make it difficult to work with also make it a useful additive for boosting alloys. Though iridium is also a catalytic metal, because of its high melting point and corrosion resistance, it is the selected material for crucibles. So now talk about its producers. Like other PGMs, iridium is tunneled as a byproduct of nickel, and like other PGMs, iridium's largest deposits are in South Africa and Russia. Provided its rarity in the Earth's crust, it creates a small portion of a PGM miner's portfolio. Iridium has contributed to improvements in medicine, electronics, and automobiles. It's furthermore utilized in products like compasses, pens, and watches, but not jaw crushers. Iridium is used for producing chlorine and other products like OLEDs, catalysts, and crucibles. So you can clearly see that iridium has wide uses despite being such an expensive metal. As I already mentioned, iridium is one of the rarer metals, and for every 190 tons of platinum obtained from ores, only 7.5 tons of iridium is isolated. So you can clearly see how rare it is. But some hazards are linked with iridium, like they are toxic to health. Finely powdered iridium is hazardous to handle as iridium is an irritant. Number 3. Ruthenium. Now in the number 3 position, we have ruthenium, a chemical element that can be specified by the symbol Ru and atomic number 44. Belonging to the platinum group, ruthenium is a rare transition metal found by Russian-born scientist Karl Ernst Claus in 1844 at Kazan State University. He named the element ruthenium in honor of Russia, as ruthenia is Latin for Rus. You will find that ruthenium is most commonly found in ores with other platinum group metals in the peaks of North and South America with the other platinum group metals. These metals are also found in pentlandite, extracted from Sudbury, Ontario, and small pyroxenite deposits in South Africa are small, but commercially they are very important quantities. Let's talk about its uses. Ruthenium is widely used in several electronic devices and equipment. Most ruthenium metals that are produced are used in electrical contacts, along with those thick film resistors that are wear resistant. There is little application for ruthenium in platinum alloys and as a catalyst for chemistry. There's another application. A new application of ruthenium for extreme ultraviolet photomasks is like a capping layer. Number 2. Palladium. Coming to number 2, we have rhodium's little brother palladium, which also did well out of the Dieselgate disgrace. After sales of diesel automobiles declined and petrol alternatives came back into fashion, platinum, utilized primarily in catalytic converters for diesel automobiles, took a tumble while petrol-friendly palladium rose. Not to forget that palladium is also a rare and lustrous silvery white metal that William Hyde Wollaston found out in 1803. He named it after the asteroid Pallas, after the Greek goddess Athena's epithet, which she had attained when she slew Pallas. For your kind information, palladium, platinum, rhodium, ruthenium, iridium, and osmium form a group of elements called PGMs. Their chemical properties are identical, but palladium has one difference: the lowest melting point, which is the least dense of them. Palladium is the most costly of the 4 major precious metals. Here, we are comparing it to gold, silver, and platinum. Palladium is rare. Now, let's talk in brief about its uses. Palladium may be rarer than platinum, but it is widely used in larger amounts for catalytic converters. In the near term, the need for metals that are used in catalytic converters is anticipated to be steady, buoyed by rising automotive sales in Asia. However, the increased uptake of battery electric vehicles which do not use catalytic converters could see the palladium market take a hit. Regarding its global producer, Russian mining corporation Nornickel is the top global palladium producer, pulling up 86 metric tons of the metals back in 2019. Number 1. Rhodium. Here, in number 1, we have the very underestimated rhodium, which is relatively unknown to the layperson. Surprisingly, rhodium is one of the hottest trades after an expense surge of more than 30% this year. Yes, this is not the end, as rhodium previously peaked and quickly smashed back in 2008 at more than $10,000 per troy ounce. But this metal is now trading above that 2008 high on the back of a swell in need from the automotive industry. Let's talk about it from the chemistry side of view. This metal is a transition metal that is rare, chemically inert, silver white, hard, and corrosion resistant. It is a noble metal and a platinum group constituent. This metal has only one isotope that arises naturally. Now let's talk about its uses. You will find that rhodium is used in catalytic converters, which is a part of vehicle exhaust systems that decrease toxic gas emissions and pollutants. Rhodium is also used in the glass industry to produce fiberglass and flat panel glass, and these metals are widely used in the chemical industry. Rhodium is also used as a catalyst in various important reactions. According to S&P Global Platts, to our surprise, nearly 80% of the demand for rhodium and palladium comes from the multinational automotive industry. Fortunately for South Africa, at least it is seen that around 80% of all rhodium is mined within its perimeters. Now, you must be wondering why it is so expensive. Well, let's talk about it now. Part of the reason for the metal's price jump is its rarity. Annual rhodium production sits at around 30 tons, and to place that in context, gold miners annually dig up between 2,500 and 3,000 tons of the valuable metal. Rhodium also profited from the Volkswagen emissions scandal, or Dieselgate, the 2015 emissions disgrace that swayed the automotive industry, with significant economies, including China and India, tightening emissions rules. Platinum group metals, or PGM miners, expect good times for rhodium. So that's all for now. What do you think about these expensive metals in the world? Do you find them more precious than gold and diamond? Let me know in the comments and subscribe for more.